and going into balance with self. Open that portal to the next galaxy, the next universe, the next dimension. Along this trip, our captain extraordinaire is Dr. Cicely B. Angel. Allow her Alchemy Network. Dr. Cicely B. Angel and proving
What?
alone with her luxury.
It's in the makeup bag.
She has insisted on this luxury network of food, alchemy, network.
I got it.
So without further ado, welcome to Food Alchemy Network and welcome our guests and our illustrious host, Dr. Cicely B. Angel. Blessings.
Hello, everybody. How are you feeling this Monday? Are you ready? As someone has said, are you ready to rumble?
You're so crazy. You're so crazy.
So,
Hello, everyone.
let's welcome Ori. He's saying hello and sending out much love and energy out there. But if you don't know where you have landed on the Planet Food Alchemy Network, and where you planted yourself this evening, and like every other Monday evening, is Coffee with Ori. I am their illustrious Dr. D. I am simply marvelous. I hope you are ready. So let's begin. This is an interactive show. So that means you help make this show, keep it going, and give us interactive, positive conversation, as well as some feedback, what you think, how you're going. So we'd love to hear from you. And if you want your voice to be heard and you're actually on Blog Talk Radio, what you need to do is pick up that phone and call 563-999-9307. That again, the number is 563-999-3007. So I'm going to say it one more time just in case you didn't get it. 563-999-3007. Push the 1 button. You'll be in the queue, and we look forward to talking to you. If you have something to say, if you are on Blog Talk Radio and you just happen to want to sit and listen, we don't mind. You just sit in the queue, and when you're ready, raise your hand. And if you're in the comment section, always give love and make a comment. We love to hear from you. So today I am flying by, I can't say the seat of my pants because I don't wear pants. I'm going to say I'm flying by the duxes of my hiney. So I'm flying by the duxes of my hiney with Ori today. So I'm going to let him begin.
And for all of you out there that is wondering why she's a little extra today, she got a little puppy. So she's feeding it because she got a little baby. And it's a little puppy. Beautiful puppy bull, by the way. Beautiful puppy. Little pit bull. Just like the mama, pit bull.
I'm not a pit bull. I'm so sweet.
You are sweet like molasses. And
but that's long-lasting sweetness. I'm just saying.
The molasses gets bitter after a while.
I don't know. I never experienced that. I love molasses, so I don't know what you're talking about.
I don't know why I can never stand the smell of molasses. But yet I like molasses cookies and I like molasses bread. It's weird.
Yep.
But I don't like to. Anyway, guys, listen. Today we want to talk about, we have talked about spirituality and we've talked about different things. And of course, there's always people that say, there's conspiracy theory and all kinds of stuff going on in the world. And you know what? Conspiracy theory, I've always believed the conspiracy theory, there is credible evidence behind conspiracy theories. Because a conspiracy theory can go on, people can talk about it, but then all of a sudden it just stops and you never hear about it again. So obviously, I would say that, 99% of conspiracy theories are actually real. At one point or another, people have experienced it. And of course, we live in a society, because I'm not going to say the government, but we live in a society where they believe that we are not able to handle these things.
Mm-hmm.
Now, today's topic of what I wanted to talk about, which is quite interesting, I'm sure you all know that Jupiter and Saturn will form the first double planet in 800 years. Some people say 400, but it's actually 800 years. And tonight's Jupiter and Saturn will align to create the first Christmas star, which at one point was called the Star of Bethlehem.
Mm-hmm.
So here we are 800 years later. And, some people are talking about how, there is we're going to go into a new dimension and we're doing this and we're doing that. Actually, guys, we're just staying exactly where the hell we are. We're not going anywhere. The planet is actually making a change, and we're making it with it. So for people who have been sad, and I'm talking about sometimes people out there, I want you to know, some people out there, you guys are very gifted. You have this intuition. You don't call it spirituality, you call it intuition. It's my gut. Well, the gut is the God voice. So if you have been having headaches, if you have been, having the runs for no reason, throwing up for no reason, feeling whoopy, feeling like, you don't remember stuff. And, when you walk, you feel like your equilibrium is off, bad dreams, anxieties, allergic coughs, please understand that if you've gone to the doctor and they haven't found anything, it's only because your body is actually undergoing an awakening. And today is a special day because people all over the world are going to be either chanting or praying at midnight tonight until from 12 midnight to 12:12, and asking for changes within themselves. You don't have to ask for anything. You don't even have to pray. Excuse me, because the awakening is going to happen anyway. But I've talked about in the past, I've talked about many things, of course, and you know that. I talk a lot of crazy shit, and then I go on these crazy tangents. But we're going to stay on this tangent today. We're going to keep this focusing on this one particular thing because it's really special, not just to the world, but to me as well. I've been talking about a while ago. I was talking about the 5G. We were not ready for the 5G because we basically channel on something like 740 megahertz or something like that, which is what we are living on. We have been living on that for the longest time. And now with the 5G, everything is shifting. Okay. My personal opinion and my personal belief is that, and I talked about this before, viruses sometimes they mutate because of vibration. Everything is vibrational. And at the rate that this particular virus is expanding and is shifting, it all started when the 5G started. Because 5G was not supposed to be activated in 2020. It was not. So many people believe that the vibrational pull or the vibrational impact that these two planets are going to have on the Earth, and the Earth shifting itself, the core shifting, the energy shifting, that it will actually change the polarity of 5G, and it would help us actually be able to incorporate 5G into our own brain cells because we have our own antennas. So it will help us incorporate it, which that is an awakening, which is kind of like cool because for years they have put fluoride in the water, and we talked about that. to kill the pineal gland so that we don't connect, because we're all born spiritual. We're all born with a sight. We're all born with this God knowledge inside of us. But when you put it asleep, we become ignorant. And I don't mean ignorant, it's stupid, but we become ignorant to society. And we go by only what you see or what you read. But then as you get older, you start to realize that, oh my God, I was taught history, but the history that I was taught wasn't actually the history that was supposed to be taught. Okay. SG was supposed to be activated to 2025. Yeah. I thought it was like 2020, 22 or 23 that it was supposed to be activated. But I know definitely it was not supposed to be active in 2020. And there's a lot of other stuff going on because, like I said, some people don't notice. People are too busy noticing and worrying about the stimulus check and worrying about what's going on and who's calling who a nigger and who's calling who a spick and who's calling who a white cracker. The reality is there's too many things going on in the world behind the scenes. And I'm going to say it again. You guys haven't been noticing how many rockets have gone up this year alone, just this year. And how many rockets have gone on since this man has been in power. And how many storms and how many weather conditions. And it's not conspiracy theory, guys. You have to remember, we have the technology to create weather patterns, to change them. So I hope that this planetary change is coming. It's something that's been long awaited since the 60s. And although it is called it is in some people's eyes, it's called the Christmas star. In some people's eyes, it's called the Star of Jerusalem. It actually is the beginning. It's the age of Aquarius. Now, we've heard songs in the past where it said, this is the dawning of the age of Aquarius. Well, that was the dawning. This is the actual age of Aquarius now. This is when it's going to begin now, which is about love. So tonight, guys, if you're able to stay up until midnight, it would be nice if you start to chant or pray or ask the universe for love and peace and harmony, not just for yourself, but also for the universe. Start asking the universe to allow you to release all that's negative in your life and bring nothing but goodness in your life. If your ass is broke, which a lot of us are, ask the universe for abundance and ask for the gratitude. Let the universe know that you're grateful for every little thing that comes to you, even if it's food from the pantry, so that the universe can respond. And I'm not saying it's going to happen overnight and we're going to turn into the Hulk like the next day. It's not like that. It just means that you're going to have an awakening. You may feel nothing, or you may just feel like you're invincible, or you may feel like all the symptoms you had just go away automatically, but it's not automatically. It has to do with the shift. It's been going on for the past, I would say, month. People have been feeling all kinds of stuff. So my question to you guys, anyone out there that want to ask a question, whether it's something they should do or something they shouldn't do, or, and to remember today, as the 21st is also the winter solstice. So not only is this star, this combination creating an amazing star, it is also going in conjunction with, the winter solstice. So not only are the Native Americans celebrating, the witches are celebrating, the Wiccans are celebrating. I mean, the naturalists, people that are naturalists, they're also celebrating. I'm sorry?
Wiccans, pagans.
Yeah,
everybody.
Wiccans, pagans, but Native Americans, Buddhists are chanting, all over. And people that are white lighters and are star seeds and are healers are all gathering together in different places, to chant. Go outside, look outside and chant for, 12 minutes, from 12 to 12:12. Chant, so that you can send love, energy out there as well. Because there's too much hatred. And all of these people that have hate in their hearts, unfortunately, I'm not going to say it's a God thing. I'm going to say that it's a Mother Nature thing. Mother Nature has a way of destroying. So if you're one of those people that are out there that are kind of like, hillbillies that want to destroy people of color or any type of nationality, remember, most of you gather up in the mountains, or you gather up in places,
in the woods, in the
in the
forest.
woods or whatever. But guess what? When Mother Nature strikes, tornadoes hit the woods, and it destroys everything in its path. So when you find yourself out there crying about, I lost my house, I lost everything, I have nothing, like they have in Tennessee and all these other places, but they forget you lost everything. But what about the Black people or the Hispanic people or the Mexican people that have lost much more than what you've lost? See, it's not about karmic law, it's about universal law. And today will be the day that universal law would actually take its possession of what it has to, which is this planet. So I'm just saying, we're not going anywhere. We're not going into a third dimension, because we already are in the third dimension. But we just don't, some of us do not know how to utilize the energy of the third dimension. And it only happens when you meditate and when you send out love, because that's all you're sending out is love.
Okay. I wanted to read one comment so we can put this out there. I said fluoride was put in the water to calcify your pineal gland, but also your thymus gland, because they work in coincide together. But also, I wanted to let y'all know Hitler did the first experiment. And what was that? I'm trying to think what the Jews thing, Holocaust or whatever that thing is. No disrespect, but that was done as an experiment to see the effect. And what they did is they met up with the American Dental Council. And what they decided to do is put fluoride in your water. Then they put fluoride in your toothpaste, and even some of your food products that we don't think about. Yeah. And in other countries, they don't have fluoride. Matter of fact, in Hawaii, we don't have fluoride, and we didn't have fluoride in our water. That's what I love. You thrive, your brain. That's why a lot of people are more open. Like they said, they did do that on purpose. They seen the experiment. You don't know, these people actually meet up and actually figure out what affects the different planets. The people are the real bank. Y'all think the American bank is the one, but there's a bigger bank than even what is that child's name? The Queen. There's people that's bigger than her. They meet together.
Who, the Queen of England?
Queen of England.
She don't have no money. They don't have no money. That the monarchy is just a monarchy. England's money, their money comes from England, from the people.
I know. Okay. I'm saying about the system that they have an international bank that is run by the elites, the families that we're not even aware of, like the Rothschilds. What was it? I'm trying to think of that bank. The Morgan and
JP Morgan.
Yeah, JP Morgan. There's a lot of people that are actually a lot of people that are there, and I don't know who it is because I can't see. It's on Facebook. Mm-hmm. And it's a Facebook user. I'm sorry, but it doesn't show your name for some reason. And you're also, if you're from Facebook, that means you're in my group in Alchemy Divine. So Magic, thank you. So whoever you are, much love, Alafia. So going back, what I was saying about these, Monica. Okay, hi, Monica. So what I was saying about these different entities, meaning putting in the house about your finances. They came up how to basically make you submit and be a slave, even though you don't think you're a slave, to make you not an indebted slave, but a slave. And there's different indentured slave and slavery. That was basically done in 1865. But I'm not going to give you a history lesson and break it down. If you want to know this stuff, you really got to look up this information.
I think you're right. Just like I remember after the Great Depression, what was it, the Rothschilds or the Rockefellers? I think it was the Rothschilds and the Rockefellers and a few other. They created Social Security. Social Security was voluntarily. It wasn't supposed to be something that you have to pay. It was something that you volunteered. It was for people with money. And all of a sudden, the rich always find a way to turn it around and use. Now, one thing that I've learned, and what people don't understand is our system is so flawed. Our system is very weak. We think it's not, but it really is weak because we're talking about vibration. So let's talk about vibration. Okay. If let's do like the monkey, like the 100 monkey experiment, right? No, yes, we're gonna do like the 100 monkey experiment. Some people think it's like, oh, well, this monkeys were feeding in the lab. No, the 100 monkey experiment was they had a few monkeys in one island, had monkeys in another island, or whatever, and then they gave coconuts or they gave 3 bananas to monkeys in one, and for some reason they started to copy each other, even though they were not near each other. And it's because they didn't have anything blocking their pineal glands or anything, so they were able to pick up things. Now,
signals.
If every person in this world that made under $30,000, let's say under $50,000, even under $60,000, if you took out every damn penny you had in the bank, the market will fall. And I'm talking about every person. Everywhere. If you were to take your money, your measly little $1,000, $20,000, $10,000, $5,000 out of the bank, even if you have $5, if you were to withdraw all your money, the market will collapse in this country. I'm going to tell you why. The rich people are not the one that are lending their money.
It's the
poor.
poor.
Banks are lending our money because that's what they do. They lend. You put money in the bank. They lend our money to other companies. That is how our interest rate grows. And the company does not do well, we don't do well. Our money doesn't grow that fast. Now, they have insider trading where they'll tell rich people, well, you know what? This bank is doing well. Let's ride on this bank. The minute they're going to fall apart, the first people to know are the people who are investing. And they pull out. But like I said, I know for a fact, and it is factual, if every person in this country that makes $60,000 and under, even $80,000 under, even 100, take out your money from every single bank, this banking system in this country will fall completely. Now, the way that it keeps everything alive, the reason that the banks and stuff stay alive, even though our educational system here sucks, because it really does, is because they have an organization that has to do with scientists. So basically, they have an open door policy for scientists all over the world that are geniuses. It's like, and this is not conspiracy theory. This is fact. You can look it up. They have this program where the government leaves the door open for anybody in the world who is a genius to come into this country. Yep. Therefore, you have to give to this country. How do you give? Your knowledge of experiments, your knowledge of technology. That is how we thrive. So technically, these people are geniuses in another country. They come here, they share their technology, but in reality, we steal it. We're not borrowing it. We don't buy it. We steal it. So either way, we haven't changed our habits since the minute we came into this world, this new world that we call America. Ever since the Europeans came into this country, nothing has really changed, although we think that it has. Nothing has really changed. The rich still feed on, they prey on the poor. The strong, they pick on the weak, they bully the weak. And the weak become so tired that they eventually get the balls enough to want to kill people and kill themselves. So, today, when we go back, it's a special day. It's a special day to make changes in your life, to make changes in everything. Changes in your life, meaning whatever happened yesterday, look, it doesn't exist. Every pain that you've been carrying, all these memories that you've been carrying, all this baggage you've been carrying for years, things that your mama did, your papa did, your grandmother did, you know what? Let that go, because all you're doing is you're not growing. So this time, take the opportunity to use this opportunity that's supposed to be so special. Use it so that you can grow with love, and things can change inside of you, so that you can learn to appreciate you for a change, not just the universe, but appreciate yourself.
Right. Jules says the banks charged a high percentage rate on the money they loan, but only pay tiny interest on the account holders, which is really so true.
Which is true.
So I myself do other investments because of, I'm just saying.
I tell people invest in marijuana.
Well, that's the way to go now. All righty now.
Invest in marijuana, because you know what? The doors are opening right now in New Jersey. Accepted, what is it? Recreational marijuana. You know that, right? New Jersey. Yes, darling. New Jersey changed the law, so recreational marijuana is accepted. So you know what? Start investing. Start investing. Become entrepreneurs and start investing, because it's the
now
way.
the thing is, they got that set up how they're going to set up, and they basically, California was the experiment on how they did this. They got the money, and it was recreational. First, it was medical, then it was recreational, then it was an experiment. Okay.
But was it Colorado the first one that actually allowed it? Colorado was the first one that actually allowed marijuana to be sold.
Right.
Recreational, correct. Whatever. And then when California started to see, in all these other states, how much money Colorado made, to the point where Colorado fixed all its streets, got rid of the poverty, cleaned up all the potholes, and filled everything, and made Colorado beautiful, and actually started to give to other towns outside Colorado that needed help. Now people want to jump on the bandwagon, and they want to copy. But some people that call themselves Republican conservatives, they don't want that, because they want to pretend that they don't get high. They might not get high on weed, but they get high on recreational drugs, like pills. Pills are the things.
Not only pills, get opiates. They've been high on opiates for a long time.
Yeah.
So yeah, they've been doing that for a long time. I'm just saying, what happened is, a friend of mine was talking about what was going on in Arizona, and then as well as here. What they did here in California, they made it dispensaries. You can go to school and learn it and build a business, and then they told you, oh, okay, well, now you got to set up, but you got to do $100,000 in order to have your shop open. Now, you're coming from a low income, and they were saying they couldn't understand why the minorities weren't get into it, because you just put that tax on it. So how do you expect them to get into it if you deliberately did that, set it up for failure? But now they closed a lot of dispensaries here in California because of that law, but also they're not legal. If they're not legal, or they're part of the state, or they didn't buy their license a certain way, guess what? They're closed now. Their dispensaries are closed, and that's, like I said, California is the model how to shut stuff down. There was a building in La Jolla that was nothing but different dispensaries. My friend was telling me he had his club there, and he said, and then they wind up closing the guy that had the investment that had all these dispensaries. He lost the building. You know what I mean? He was getting $1 million a month. So within the last time they're making these laws, within the last, I want to say the last 8 or 9 months, those people that had it don't have it anymore. Now the state wants to control the marijuana. So that's how they're getting in and getting into the business. Now they're taking over.
Anyway, anytime the government can find a way for themselves to make money, which is what people don't really realize. And again, people, these are not conspiracy theories, okay? And for people who know me from Jersey or New York or whatever, you know that I know a lot of goddamn people. I remember having a friend who worked in the FBI in London, or CIA, whatever you want to call it. And I remember he used to call me at 3 o'clock in the morning. I'm talking about when I was in like my mid-20s. He used to call me around 3 in the morning, which was earlier there. I don't know what time it was in London, but I used to ask him, "What are you doing?" He goes, "Oh, I'm watching the boats come in." "What do you mean?" "Oh, we have these sonars or whatever, and we have to watch how many boats come into to certain countries or whatever, and then we'll call in. If there's 20, we'll let 10 go in, and then we'll stop 10." And I was like, "But 10 what?" "Oh, well, drugs. We have to allow a certain amount of drugs to come into the country because that's how we make money." Yep. So people don't realize that a lot of these drug traffickers and a lot of these people that push drugs and countries that, come on, we do that. We are in charge. We know the game. We play the game. You understand? This country is the Trojan horse. Everywhere we go, we are the Trojan horse.
That's true.
That's true. They why our country is so wonderful at complaining at everybody and complaining about everybody. It's because they know the game so well that when other countries try to play it, they automatically like, why are they picking on us? Well, maybe because we've always gone to other countries and bullied them. So now these countries are fed up. Right. Because we've had war come to Hawaii, right? Mm-hmm. But we've never had war coming inland. Except 9/11, in which, again, it's not a conspiracy theory. We did it to ourselves.
Yes.
We did it because if you actually look for the information about the money of the folding of the money, if you look at the first dollar bill, it shows you like Washington and the cherry blossoms, right? Then the second, the second one is the $5 bill. That shows you something else. The $10 bill shows you the towers, and the $20 bill, I think, is the $20 bill. No, the $10 bill. Wait, $10 bill. $10 bill, I think, shows you the towers. The $20,000, the $20 bill shows you the towers and flames, and the $50 bill shows you lights, bright lights, two bright lights. Okay, and a small monument in the bottom. So all of this was planned many years ago. This didn't just happen. It's not conspiracy theory. It's reality. So all the evil crap that has been done, as they call it, population control, but they say it's, what is it? Casualties of war. What war?
Yes, we are the casualties.
No, we were not at war. What casualties? That was what created the war. That's what we needed. We created that so that we can create a war, so that we can take what we wanted at that moment from other countries, which was what? Oil.
Ashe.
Because there wasn't no weapons. It was oil.
Nope. Yep. Saying that's why they killed Gaddafi. But let's get into really why they killed Gaddafi, because Gaddafi was trying to unite the United States to have minorities to actually have money in the system, and they didn't want them, meaning the Arabs and all of them over there, to be able to unite and have money. And what, like she said, war is a business. They pay a lot of money to build. This is what, me being military, they pay a lot of money every year to have ships, boats built for nothing. And they have what they call an airplane graveyard. Do you know billions and billions of dollars for a plane to be built just to sit there?
Billions and billions of dollars that belong to us because it's our money.
Right. And they said, basically, being that that's what they must do. United States is about war. That's how we make money, is going there, creating war, starting war, and making it look like, woe is me, we're the good people. But like they said, we had our own war when we went to Vietnam. We had our own war when we were fighting other countries, because we weren't doing what we were telling they were doing in their own country. We weren't even respecting the civil rights here for our people, for the women, for the minorities, for unequal opportunity, all the way around. But yet we go in another country and say, this is what you must do, because we are the big bad United States. And like I said again, I am going to say this time and time again, United States are bullies. It's been a bully, but United States is a baby country. So how do you let the baby tell the other countries that's been around for a long time what to do? Because we make it look good? That is just crazy. This is just wackadoodles. That my thing is just.
My thing is this, okay? I know that Queen Victoria, right? That's her name, right? Queen Victoria. I know she has power in this country.
Yes, she do.
I know she does. I know that she can come down here and start some shit real quick, and they ain't got no choice but to listen to her because she's the queen, regardless. But my thing is, what I still say that the people who were so-called diplomats that came into this country, that came in here, that they were supposed to be considered diplomats or conservative people in the time, when they first settled here. If you notice, they all built like plantations. They didn't. That's because in England they always had, the rich had those big houses, so they built plantations. And even the poor people, poor white people that had slaves, had decent houses. You know what I'm saying? But if you notice, they always had houses that were plantation style, which is that the front door and the back door are exactly in the same symmetry. So whatever you can see from the front all the way to the back. And that was the way they watched the slaves. Okay. So my thing is, what happened to them? What happened to their families that made them come here and become butchers? Do you understand what I'm saying? Like, what caused them to be so angry, for them to believe that their race was superior? And it didn't just start in Europe. It did not. It started with the first white pharaohs. Yeah, it started with the first light-skinned pharaohs, that they thought that they were gods. They thought they were gods. See, you read about history and you read about the pharaohs that existed that were black, and you don't see on the walls that they were God. They worshipped gods, but they were not gods. It wasn't until the white pharaohs came that they actually started believing that they were gods. Yeah, it's kind of weird. And I'm not talking about white. I'm just talking about fair skin with curly hair that was fine. Thin hair that was thinner, but they were still lighter, so they felt more superior. So I don't understand where all this anger has come from. This, and if you really look at it, it's just an ignorant way of being jealous of what the next person has. You know what I'm saying? Because if we go through it, we can't only just blame the whites. We have to blame blacks. We have to blame Hispanics too. I don't know if you remember years ago in New Jersey or New York, you can't even get in the train with brand new sneakers because they would take them right off of you. Don't you? You don't remember that? Yeah, it was like in the 90s. Young black kids would have, good sneakers, and other black kids would get on the train with a gun and make them take off their sneakers and steal their sneakers. Yeah, it was the thing. So my thing is, like, if you're having a problem with another race, then you know what? Don't get so angry where you're going to take it out on your own race. Take it out on the person who took it out on you, not the whole race, just the person. You understand what I'm saying?
Right.
If a guy bitch slaps you because you're acting like a bitch, don't run home and get a gun and try to shoot him because he bitch slapped you. Maybe if you keep your goddamn mouth shut and stop acting like a little girl, you wouldn't have gotten slapped. Because that's the worst thing to do to a man, is to slap him. Simple.
Okay. I got you. So, okay. I got you. Like I said, you guys know I believe and always will believe There's good and bad in every race, from Asian to Hispanic to Black to white to whatever you want to call yourself, believe it's. There is basically, it is what it is. Everybody, the thing is how you treat someone. I treat others like I want to be treated. And I always expect others to treat me like they want to be treated. And then I learned in my journey, spiritual journey, some people don't know how to treat you because they were never taught to experience how to treat someone.
Well, they just were never taught to be nice human beings. Period.
That's true. I mean, but it's okay. You know, that's what I learned. Some people are just in their makeup. It is what it is. And it's something that has to be learned. Because if they've never been guided or learned, or even their parents or their grandparents were not teaching them, or they haven't experienced, how can you teach a child something that you don't know, you know nothing about?
Mm-hmm.
You just can see the TV and just, oh, okay. It's a new way of looking at things. So for me, I look at my surroundings, and like I said, I've been blessed. I am, is she said the same in Asia. I know. I lived in Thailand for a long time. And there are some people, there are some dark-skinned Thai, and Vietnam and Cambodia and Malaysia, you guys don't know about, and even in India, and also in China, Japan, there are some people that are dark-skinned, just like myself. And they don't fare well because everybody, like even in Korea, they're trying to dye and whiten their skin because that's the thing that people want to be, is that fair skin, and don't realize the damaging they cause. They're doing it really big time in Africa. They're doing it in Jamaica. I mean, where this guy bleached his skin so bad that they put a ban on it in Africa, that they can no longer sell bleach creams there because of that. It damages your body. It plays minds on your organs. So I just want, you know, to be aware that we need to really come together and go deep within ourselves. This is the perfect time to uplift. Like, some people are already traveling in fourth dimension, fifth dimension, sixth dimension, seventh dimension, but it all depends on your spirituality and your wake up and your makeup and how to do it. Because like I said, different forms have different vibrations. And this 3D form all depends on, it can be very dense. And you, when you start really getting into yourself, you will be able to lighten that load, or yourself to be able to go into not only 3D but 4D, 5D, and be able to communicate with others in that dimension. I've told you that, like, just like we're in this dimension first, second, we're still in other dimensions at the same time. We're in other realities at the same time. We just don't understand.
90 seconds.
Oh, wow. It said 90 seconds. Hold on for a minute. Let me play a commercial. And I didn't even go back and look and see if we had somebody in there. So if y'all were in the room talking, I apologize. So what I'm going to do is I'm going to just play this for a little bit, but we're not going to go. We still got like 15 minutes.
If we happening at work and you taking the time to relax with us, I want to wish you a second, blissful, wonderful time of return. I want to show you my appreciation from my heart for you taking time and keeping me company on this reign of knowledge of the other galactic to the other side of the universe. Thank you for being part of Food Alchemy Network. Food Alchemy Network, thank you. And again, I thank you for allowing me to sit in the seat and accompany you and share your source of information and giving it your most highest, supreme, understanding,
Overstanding,
and all of that above. So thank you, my illustrious guest. Food Alchemy would not be anything without you, my audience. Stay tuned, come back, and we hope to show you a rocking good time on Food. Thank you for using Blog Talk Radio. Goodbye.
So, did my commercial, did my bit for Blog Talk. That was pretty good. We were doing a thing, and I'm very proud of that. So, as you guys also noticed that I'm doing a lot more commercials. I want to take time out for a few minutes and thank everybody that's been following me on here and also coming and supporting me every Monday and being here and being interactive. Tonight, you guys have been totally amazing with us and sharing your thoughts and also giving us some of your opinions. We really appreciate that. Nothing but love that you're able to let us know what's going on. So I was plugging some people that were saying some things so you know what's going on.
Jules, they get us coming and going, literally. Yeah, they do, Jules. War does make money.
Yeah.
And it's
a money-making business.
And it's been proven. War makes money. And unfortunately, people think that with this Iraq war, we lost a lot of money. We didn't lose money. We made a lot of money. Literally going in there, knowing that there was nothing there, but just the deals that we made and the oils that we stole and the people that we
killed.
The people that we put in power there, that we placed in power. And they made money because why? To me, the saddest of all is that we go into a country like we've done in El Salvador in the 70s, El Salvador, Guatemala, different places, and we go there and we create these because we don't like the laws or we don't like the government. We create these what do you call these people? These militia groups, these barbarians. And you know what? We give them weapons. We teach them how to use them.
Yeah.
While they're going to a house up in the mountains and they steal little children from their mothers and teach them how to be, these people. And this is where the evil begins. So it's like, why would you do that? But you know what? I don't think there will ever be an answer of why, a real answer of why. I just think that they're just goddamn evil.
Yes, it is. War. Listen. What is it good for? Absolutely nothing.
Yeah.
War. I'm just saying. What is it good for? Absolutely nothing. I'm just saying. Can y'all say I'm feeling good, but I usually feel good a lot. And like I said, I decided no matter what is going on in my life, whether it be negative or it might seem negative, I'm going to look at the absolute positive out of it and make it rock for me. That's the best I can say we can do. Make it rock for you.
Well,
human trafficking too.
Human trafficking has been going on since the beginning of time. Tribes did it. They would kill. They would go into war and they would take but they didn't traffic them and they didn't sell them. There was a lot of human trafficking in there was a lot of human trafficking in Africa. In Ethiopia, there was a lot of Ethiopians. A lot of African tribes would kill the men, take the women and children, and then they would blend them into their tribe. That wasn't trafficking, but trafficking. Russia was good for trafficking. Mm-hmm. All these countries, even China, they were known. But the U.S. is known for human trafficking, big time. Colombia, Guatemala, Peru, Ecuador. I mean, now it's all over the globe.
Yes.
But Haiti. Slavery was another form of it, but human trafficking where you can sell it happens in Thailand. You lived in Thailand. You know, they got these girls and they got these little boys that are 3 years old, 4 years old, being sold to American people. They go from here to have sex with little children over there.
Yeah.
You know, and they're doctors and rich people and they're lawyers and they're judges and they go there to have sex.
Yep.
And the thing is that, come on, we have the technology. We have all this technology, right? And we know what they're doing.
Yep.
Because whether it's the CIA or the FBI, they know what you're doing. They're not stupid. And at the end of the day, you know, as long as you're not breaking rules here in the United States, they don't care what you're doing over there. Unless it's going to affect them financially. Then they worry about it.
There you go.
Okay. But human trafficking is a big problem. And the thing is that people, but let me say something, Jules. People don't listen. They have said many times, when you go to the supermarket, do not, if you see a van, don't park next to the van. If you're in a car and if you're a woman and you're by yourself. If you're gonna go to your car and you see that there's two vans there, don't go to your car, walk away, and you wait until they leave. But I still see people parking in the supermarket, parking their cars right next to two vans. They just go right in the middle and they don't care. So my thing is, sometimes hard head makes soft asses. Sometimes those things happen in order for people to get it together and say, you know what, I messed up. Maybe I should have thought of something different. Well, maybe you should have. Maybe if you get your hand out the ass, then maybe you'll be able to see better. Because that's the problem. A lot of people in this country walk around, they tell you all these things, and most of it is hearsay. And then they talk about how great this man is and how the other one stole. The man didn't steal anything. He won fair and square. Let's stop being a baby. Grow the hell up. And the people who follow you, they need to also grow the hell up because they're dumb and they're ignorant. And the ones that are not, and the ones that are educated and follow them, you're also dumb and ignorant. Because you're following someone who's ignorant and stupid. And I don't like the word, but I'm using it now.
Stop using it. Stop using it. Stupidio. Don't stop it. Nah.
Yeah. Stupido. Yeah, stupido.
Stupidio.
Yeah, that's the word. Well, anyway, so like you said, you know, I mean, come on, we can talk about a lot of things. We started out really good talking about the planetary stuff that's going to go on. And I can guarantee you that maybe out of 10,000 people or 50,000 people, because I've seen it on TikTok and I've seen it on and everywhere, people have heard it, but I guarantee you that if 1/3 of the people actually do it, it's a lot. But it doesn't matter. Regardless, if you do it for yourself. Don't do it for anybody else. Do it for you because you want to heal. You want to ask for forgiveness for yourself. You want to ask for peace for yourself. You want to ask for the universe to change the vibration so this bacteria stops mutating, because it's only mutating by what do you call that? By vibration.
Right.
Because they're trying to figure out how. How is it mutating? Well, vibrational is mutating vibrationally. You know, everything has vibration, and vibrations can make things break apart and shift. So I just pray that everyone takes the time tonight at midnight, from midnight to 12 midnight to 12:12. So 12 midnight to 12 minutes later.
I got it on there. Let's channel.
Pray for peace, for love, for healing within yourself, for forgiveness, not for you or not forgiving people that have hurt you, but forgiving yourself for holding it, for suffering so much, for allowing people's ideas to ruin your thoughts, or people's negative stuff to run your life, where you just, all you do is complain and blame other people. I know, because I've done it for a long time, and it nearly killed me. And I realized, you know what, there's no reason or rhyme of why I should continue to disturb myself over other people's BS. You know, but because misery loves company.
Right.
So guys, love is the word. Love one another. But before you love one another, love yourself first. Because if you can't love yourself,
who the heck want to love you?
Exactly. Who gonna love you? right? Right.
Yay, there you go. Just want to know we talk about the vaccines. That's next Monday. We're going to talk about the vaccines.
Oh yeah, because that's very interesting. But you know what? Before Monday, I want you guys to see something. I want you guys to see something. There's been clippings of the vaccine, and there's been clippings of people. You see the people in the what do you call that in the government putting on the vaccine, right? You've seen the little clips and the little videos. Well, you know what? You need to stop it or look at the magazine and actually make it bigger. And you'll notice that these vaccines that they're sticking them with, they have the caps on, or some of them don't even have liquid in them. I know, because I'm a nosy fuck. So I'm sorry, excuse me. I'm nosy. So I like open up the screen really big just to see, and I'm like, wow, you're shooting this person up with the vaccine. Oh, it feels okay. And the cap was on it. I don't think so. So people, you know what? Like I said, the 100 monkey experiment. Let the 100 monkeys get tested first. And once they get tested, you wait a while before you get it. If you haven't gotten the virus. If you already have it and you lived through it, hallelujah. I praise you for that you fought it. You know, God is good. So you just got to keeping your mind focused. Don't listen so much into you need to do it, because in reality, the only thing you need to do in this country is pay taxes and die. You don't have to do nothing else. You're not obligated to take any type of injection, because technically you don't know, since it's a 2-part injection stuff, you don't know if they're going to inject you with something
or the placebo effect
and then inject you with something else. You understand? Because, you know, scripture hasn't been wrong so far.
Unfortunately, I like to say for my military people, I like to say, I am so sorry. I send you so much love and understanding, because when you go in, you sign your body over to the government and you're just another experiment. I'm so sorry. I'm so sorry. That's what I gotta say.
You know what? Let's talk about that Monday, and let's talk about. I'm curious about the military, and you can answer these questions for me, because I'm curious. I'm very curious. Not about war. I'm just curious. I'm gonna talk to you the topic right now. I'm curious how you guys go on these military outings, right? And I know, because I've had military and have family that were in the military. How they inject you with stuff and you don't poop for like a week or two, and then you come back and they inject you again with stuff and then you poop. How?
They do the same thing. Peter salt. They put Peter salt to make your Johnson not rise.
Yeah. Well,
It's chemicals.
saltpeter also helps for alcoholics. Put it in their rum or their beer, and they drink, they throw up, and they won't drink anymore. So, but okay. So I think that we have the topics for next week. So you guys out there, you know, it will be helpful if you guys interact with us and have questions. It'll be better because we can answer them. We can have fun. You know, today.
It's been off the hook.
What was her name? That was on?
Jules. We had Jules. We had Monica. We had Miriam. We had Empress Love. We had Miriam's sister Ifua. We had Yvette. So we had a lot of people tonight that have been doing their thing.
Well, you know what? I personally appreciate the gathering of people and the gathering of thoughts, because there's so many spiritual people like us out there.
Right.
And it comes from our ancestors. And yes, you know, there are people that are not, you know, of color or Hispanic or whatever, you know, they're Caucasian they call themselves psychics. And they call themselves whatever, but the bottom line, I'm talking about the magic that comes from our ancestors and the spirit that comes from them that gives us the ability to know what we know. So I want to thank all of you, but I also want to ask, you know, and I'm sure we've been asking for the longest time, to think of a topic of something you want to talk about.
I get you. Hey.
Yeah.
Yeah, I call this as no shows. Oh, I just finished. I just got off, honey. We just closed it. That's what that was about. She said she called and tried to get in. Well, you can call in on Monday. And etc. Oh, and for you guys out there, please go to the website, Dr. D Med Physician. We got some new things going on. We got some specials that you might want to try. And we're going to talk about that. I have my friend here did some experiments, but also I'm running some Christmas specials. And I think you guys would really, 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 really want to be a part of it.
What is that machine that you did on me? What is that?
The quantum biofeedback.
The quantum biofeedback, guys, let me tell you something. I believe now you talk to me about spirituality, talk to me about demons, talk to me about angels, talk to me about God, talk to me about all kinds of shit, and I'm in. But don't talk to me about no quantum physics, whatever. You know what? I'm not Galileo. I'm not one of those people. I don't really care. I'm not Einstein. I don't care about any of that. But she did something. I don't know what she did. I don't know what that little machine did, and we were on the phone. She did something to me. She did something to my brain that it was jiggling. She did something to me that my tongue was wiggling. Inside, it was shaking. And I had pressure all through here, and it removed everything. And the pressures that I had in my leg, and even I can touch it now. Even my legs, they were being like what do you call that? Retaining water. Like I can squeeze now, and they haven't been. And I'm not making this stuff up. This stuff does work. It actually pinpoints through sound. It pinpoints everything that the test first. It pinpoints everything that's wrong with you, and then the vibrations. It actually connects with the vibration in your brain cells that actually makes your body start to heal. And I guess if you use it more than once, if you use it constantly, maybe once a week, which I believe that if you're going to buy a packet, it should be a five packet, like a packet of 5, so that it can be done at least 5 times, maybe one week for 5 weeks, so that your body can get back into it. You know, I believe in this stuff, and I didn't believe, but I'm a believer now. So I'm just try it. And guys, okay, see, I'm gonna be the big mouth, even though I am always a big mouth. Also, my sister, she's got some recipes that she's selling, and there's a lot of people out there that like her recipes. And she's got a lot of recipes that are not in her books that she doesn't, she doesn't cook anymore. She's not going to cook anymore. Advice to me, from my advice. But buy the recipes. You will enjoy them. And you will enjoy them because it's okay to be kind and generous, but sometimes you have to give. And you have to contribute because everybody has a problem. And if you're willing to give $200 to a church that's not giving you anything back, only thing is making you do is allowing you to come into church wearing a big hat and wearing a pretty tight dress so that you can have a fashion show. Think about it, guys. Spend the money on people who really need it. Let's be real. Okay? I support her 100%. And she has supported many people, many of you that are online. She has supported you when you guys have started. So it's time to support her. That's all I'm saying. Just saying, me. Okay? Me. Saying.
I appreciate it. So we have a package. So I put my special up there. Go to the website and do this. And what I was trying to get to before we close, we are about to launch Food Alchemy Network 2021. So you want a show? You want to be in this realm? Like you like what you see? You think you can do something? We're looking for some shows we can talk about you being on the network. And also, if you have a business that you feel that you want other people to see, we're looking for some advertisers. So we are doing the thing. So no business is too small. No show is too weird. We just sit down and talk. Me and my team, my board. One of the boards you're looking at is sitting over there smiling, and he already got his show. So we'll be taking this on another level. So, and I told you we will also be doing interactive cooking. That is the next, and that's when I move on the food.
And you guys who don't know, she got a naughty show on Saturday. For you guys that don't know, she has a naughty show. I'm just letting you know. Let's sex it out. I'm telling you.
There you go. We got some other things. So,
yeah.
Who said, no, babe, I know you're not a he. I know you a she. Oh, okay. She's like, I'm not a he, I'm a she. That's your goddaughter.
Who?
Yvette.
No, yet. That's yet.
Oh,
yet.
He's not a she.
Oh,
I'm sorry.
Yeah.
I thought he was,
he's a dude. He's a dude.
Sorry. I apologize. I do. It's all good. But we got things going on. And as I perfect my Spanish a little bit more, we will have bilingual shows. And as you know, I always have Italian. If you're a follower of me on Facebook, you know, I do the Italian, I do the Greek, I do Spanish, and a lot of my sayings and affirmations and positivity. So I like to cover all my bases. I'm just saying. But seriously, I'm glad you guys came tonight. Y'all made tonight just so awesome. And I look forward to being again. And the next show is Friday in that spiritual connection. I'm going to try to get my brother from another mother to be on to actually stay up. Well, no, my show is early on. It's at 3 on Fridays to do some little bit of reading, some spiritual work, and talk about some things. So we're going to kick it live. So I will be doing free readings on Fridays. A little mini session give you a little tidbit, maybe some love charts and other things. That's what we're doing on Friday. And as he mentioned, Saturday is Sensational Saturday. I'm just saying.
Sexual, you mean?
Yeah, but it's sensational because it's educational. And you got to put
sensational. If you're getting some, I ain't getting none, so it ain't sensational for me.
Well, you know, we can talk about self-pleasure another time.
Oh God.
I used to be a prude, you guys.
Yes, she was. You couldn't even talk to her about penis because she would just blush and she was like, "Don't talk about that stuff."
Because I wasn't getting it and I had other things on my mind. But now I'm a doctor, so now I don't have to. I'm happy where I'm at right now. Like I said, I can't wait for next year, you guys. 2021 is my year. I'll be 50. Yeah. Hey, I'm just saying.
You're going to be at your prime. 50 is your prime. 50 is women's prime. That's when you become more sexual.
I've been trying to be 50 for about
You said we need sexual healing. Amen to that.
I do it. So if you guys want to see or go, you can always go in the archives and get some things, because on one of their Facebook actually shut me down because I really started talking about how beautiful the lingam was and how beautiful the yoni is. And we all have different yonis and lingams and they have different things. So I wanted a male perspective on the show to balance the energy a little bit. But you know, that didn't happen.
I don't understand how they shut you off, because I got on my Facebook page, I have, what is it? This group that it's male for male, and they got nothing but dicks and dicks and dicks and dicks, all kinds of dicks.
Well, they said it was too okay, their words was sexually explicit. And I did put in the title sexually explicit and graphic.
Yeah, but you can't be no more graphic than having your having different pictures of yourself with your penis rising and with it ejaculating. I mean, come on, that you can't get no more sexual than that.
She said, Bill said, I'm not getting none either.
All
well,
right,
we don't talk about that. So we're going to get off, and I'll see you on the other side because I'll be calling you in a few minutes, Mr.
Peace
Man.
and blessings.
Peace and blessings, everybody.
Don't forget, midnight to 12:12.
Yep.
Your mantra, letting go, bringing prosperity in financially, emotionally, physically, and spiritually. It's a time to claim the dick. I want it. Bring it in for the new year. Hallelujah.
You don't have to just ask for one. You can ask for 2 or 3. It's okay. You can be like that. You don't have to settle.
Yes.
So I'm just saying, peace and blessings, everyone. As I always say, love, life, longevity, and I'm out of here.
Light and love. Light and love. That's all we have. And that's all we should be giving, light and love. And let the rest